Okay, let's go to talk about hemoglobinopathy. Introduction. Hemoglobinopathy is a kind of genetic defect that results in abnormal structure of one of the globin chains of the hemoglobin molecule. Hemoglobinopathies are inherited single-gene disorders. In most cases, they are inherited as autosomal codominant traits. Common hemoglobinopathies include sickle and cell disease. It is estimated that 7% of world population are carriers, with 60% of total and 17% of pathological being in Africa. Hemoglobinopathies are most common in ethnic populations from Africa, the Mediterranean basin, and Southern Asia. Hemoglobinopathies are simply structural abnormalities in the globin proteins themselves. Thalassemia, in contrast, usually results in underproduction of normal globin proteins, often through mutations in regulatory genes. Let's see a little
Thalassemia
video
major
about
is an
this.
inherited blood disorder
Thalassemia.
in which the affected children are unable to maintain hemoglobin in the normal range. Their bone marrow cannot form sufficient red cells, and red cell survival is also reduced. This makes them extremely anemic. They also require regular blood transfusions and medicines, which are very expensive. Let's try and understand this disorder better. It is estimated that about 3.4% of the Indian population is a carrier of thalassemia or suffering from minor thalassemia. Every year, 7 to 10,000 children with thalassemia major are born in India. It is more prevalent in communities like Sindhis, Punjabis, Gujaratis, Marwadis, Bengalis, Saraswats, Gaurs, etc.
Either hemoglobinopathies or thalassemia or both may cause anemia. Some well-known hemoglobin variants such as sickle cell anemia and congenital disorder thrombotic anemia are responsible for disease and are considered hemoglobinopathies. However, many hemoglobin variants do not cause pathological anemia and thus are often not classified as hemoglobinopathies.
Hello, I'm Harry, and I'm your friend. A tiny friend that lives inside you. Where? In your blood. The red stuff that sometimes comes out when you hurt yourself. And I'm not alone. I have a huge family of many, many cells, all of which are red and look like small plates. We all have an important job, and this is to carry oxygen, a substance that you take from the air when you breathe, and one that gives you lots and lots of energy. Many, many blocks of a special stuff called hemoglobin inside us help us to carry this oxygen. I should also mention that we red cells are not alone in blood. Three other families of friends are floating around. The white cells family, the platelets family, and the plasma family. We all have different jobs to do, and of course we look different, but we all work together to keep your body healthy and strong. The white cells are wibbly wobbly and white, and act like little soldiers, fighting off germs to keep you healthy. The platelets look like tiny eggs and gather and stick together like building blocks to help you stop bleeding. On the other hand, the plasma is a yellow, watery stuff in which all of us float and carries many, many nutrients that your body uses to keep you healthy and strong. Do you know where blood and all of us in it come from? Right, from a factory inside your bones. Sometimes, however, there is a problem at this factory, and things go wrong. For example, sometimes it can't make red cells with the right helper, the hemoglobin inside. When this happens, then the red cells can't carry enough oxygen, and without this special nutrient, your body feels tired and you look weak and pale. Doctors call this anemia or thalassemia. Lots of children around the world have thalassemia. So if you have thalassemia, your red cells are weak and need a bit of help from the doctor. The best way the doctor can help you is to give you some new, strong red cells. This is called transfusion. What happens is that your doctor or nurse puts a tiny needle in your arm, which is joined to a plastic bag of lovely, new, strong red cells. This won't hurt much. But unfortunately, these new red cells don't stay long in your blood. After a short while, they break up and your body feels tired again. The doctor knows that, so after a few weeks, you will be asked to come back to the hospital to have some more new red cells. All of these new red cells are a great help, but your body still needs some extra help. This is because hemoglobin, our friend that helps us red cells carry the oxygen.
The migration patterns generally or alkaline electrophoresis in order to increase mobility and hemoglobins. In general, a cycling test is performed on normal hemoglobin migrating in the S location to see if the red cells precipitate in the solutions.